Welcome back, everyone. It is December 16th, 1941. We're here with another turn of Alphabet Command, our continuing struggle against the Empire of Japan in our co-op game with Evoken and I versus War in the Pacific legend AndyMac. Let's see what this turn has in store for us. More PT boat action off of Hilo. Evoken's just been really persistent with those PT boats in this area. Kendari, we have a fast transport group unloading, dropping more troops off here at Kendari. I have about 100 AV, I believe. Or maybe, yeah, I think about 100 AV there. He last turn only had about 40, but I'm sure he'll have more as more of those troops unload. And of course, of Sarong as well. Sarong will fall. Most of the Sarong base force I actually packed up and moved amphibiously to Darwin. So, looks like we have some invasion action here at Sinkawang, and I have some PT boats here that I just created to disrupt his forces and make them waste some ammo, and that's what's happening. We lose a PT boat in that exchange. ASW action here. Next to Babel Daub. More of these PT boats running into this cruiser group. And we lose another PT boat, it looks like. Looks like he's going for a bombardment, maybe of Pearl, where this PT boat is the lone defender. This is a little south of Pearl. SS Perch tangles with this group, but she seems to be almost entirely composed of ships to go after. Seems to be almost entirely composed of escorts, so kind of bait for submarines there. Third combat of the day with these cruisers and these PT boats. And we lose another PT boat. Two more PT boats. Little night bombing here with no result. Night bombing is really tough to do. Also, 0% moonlight makes the bombers harder to hit by flak and by the fighters, but it also makes it tougher for them to land hits. But we do see a Tojo destroyed on the ground. Every little bit helps. It looks like Evoken is doing some night bombing of Takao, to no effect, unfortunately. And our fourth combat, and this time our PT boats go down, all four of them. I think probably because they maybe ran out of fuel, and so we're just sitting ducks there. Now we have a bombardment of Sinkuang. 0% moonlight. We'll see how much damage they do here. They do a decent amount, destroying some planes on the ground. A little bit of damage to the units here, and some significant damage to the runway. And they did have a spotter, which of course helped them out. Oh! Ouch! It's not what we like to see. Dallas takes a torpedo. Dallas or the Houston, one of the two. And, yeah, that's unfortunate. Hopefully it stays afloat long enough to get to a port. A little bombardment at Sambis. And very light casualties as they unload. Also amphibious invasion here at Manokwari. And at Manus as well, so lots of invasions happening very quickly here. More unloading at Guam. And more at Sarong. So lots of amphibious invasions happening simultaneously this turn. Which is to be expected. But it shows that AndyMac, even though he's, it's a different player than Guktony, is not afraid to be aggressive. Just rushing through these, as nothing much is happening with them. Tambor puts a torpedo and an AK to the east of Truk, so good job to the Tambor. And we're on to the AM air phase. Got all our scouting reports right now. All these task forces around Sinkuang there. We saw a submarine there near Victoria Point, which means that he has some subs near the Alaskan Panhandle. Now we have a sweep of Johor Bahru, and a demon rises to defend there, and it shouldn't. It should be just set to 0 range, so that's a little bit unfortunate. And we also have sweeping over Clark Field, it looks like, with zeros going after Evoken's planes, 1-0 lost, and 2 obsolete planes down. Now Oscars go in to no effect. Now at Buffalo, I'm not sure what's going on with my cap settings. I'm gonna have to double check, but they shouldn't be flying here, and they are, and getting destroyed. So that's disappointing. 2 more Buffaloes down, and more Buffaloes. God damn it, Buffaloes! What are you doing? sweep there, and a bombing raid on Medan, going after troops there. Some Dorniers trying to get in among the invasion force, and they do, landing a few bombs on these AKs, sinking one, and doing a good amount of damage to the troops unloading there. And it looks like Evoken actually might be sweeping from Manila. It's going to have a rough time. Sweeping early game as allies is a tough proposition. Boy, it looks like he does take out a couple planes, but loses 6. No, more than that. 8 in response. Another 0 down, but 7 of our planes. Looks like we have some bombing here of this invasion task force. That does not hit. And I'm sweeping here at Malacca, but I lose a BR-697 as a result. Bombing at Guam. But those dive bombers are getting eaten up by flak. Lots of sightings around the map here. We're sweeping. We're sweeping from my BR-697s, and we trade a BR-697 for an Oscar. Not the trade we want to see. Sweeping over Pearl, and some bombing at Pearl. Here come those Lizzes, luckily not doing too much damage. And they're sweeping Qingchaoan again. And it looks like rather effectively. I'm not, no, I'm taking out a couple Tojos there. Yeah, 2 Tojos down, but 4 of my planes down. And now a bombing raid. I still have cap in the hex, so I may be able to... No, I was not able to intercept those lilies. That was disappointing. Yeah, and some damage on the ground there and destroyed on the ground. Here comes some more Dorniers. Again, able to do some good damage there. We lose 1, but 2 bomb hits on these invasion task forces. Not so much there, where 12 zeros are on cap. Looks like that's it for the air phase. Oh! That's unfortunate. Almost could put a torp in the Mizuho there. But we're not able to connect. More unloading at Sinkawang. And onto the land combat phase. They have more AV in the hex now, 130. We only have the 43. And they do reduce our forts to 2 with a 1-to-1 odds attack. And they take Sarong. And we can see what they have here at Sinkawang. looks like 400 AV, the 41st Guards Division. So definitely a lot of troops there at Sinkuang. And he landed also at Sambas as well at the same turn. Takes Taiping, south of Georgetown there. And we have our fortifications expanding across the map. So that was the turn. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the Discord. Take care.